Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I don't even know if people say that, but I'm saying it. So anyways, if you guys don't know, or if you already know, my name is Cydlaila. I am a rising musician, singer, songwriter, belly dancer, and now I'm doing a documentary in addition to my album that I'm going to be putting out. So I just had an epiphany, literally last week. I had an epiphany of being like, look, so you have 3 singles out right now, right? So they're not really getting a lot of buzz. You have songs that you haven't released yet, and then you have some songs that you're looking to write, or you have new beats that you want to write too. So yeah, you should do an album. So it is crunch time for me right now. Literally already spinning my wheels because it's kind of last minute, because as far as like the songwriting goes, I'm gonna put my 3 singles that I already have out into the album. So that kind of lessens the stress in regards to how many songs I have to write for the album. I'm so undecided right now, you guys. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna do 7 songs for sure, maybe 8. It's not easy, but it is going to be 100% worth it. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 forever. I want to pursue my real passion, and it's music. It's entertainment, it's songwriting, it's creating. Everybody has different paths of life, and I really truly believe that music is my passion. So I'm pursuing this thing like for real. Like, I'm not just doing this for fun. I'm hoping that with this album that more people get to know me and listen to my music and see what I'm all about, so that down the line nobody can say, you're an industry plant. Like, no, I'm not an industry plant. I don't know anybody in the industry. I have learned and done everything on my own, from learning how to set up my microphone, learning what microphone works, learning what interface works, learning how to rearrange my vocals, learning how to record my vocals into the system, learning how to edit them, loop them, trim them. All of that I've learned on my own. Tons and tons of research. And I'm still researching because I have a lot of other things that I'm working on outside of the music itself, to where I want to do everything as much as I can on my own, because things are expensive. So I try to just do everything on my own just to save a lot of money. And it's working out fine. So 2 things I don't do on my own: I don't make my own beats, and I also don't mix and master the final song. Tons of legal stuff that go even behind that. I do all the legal stuff that I have to do in order to get it to the point where I record. I'm gonna show you guys the closet, what goes into that in regards to making my closet into a studio. I do it how it works for me. Everybody has other ways of doing it. I'll do the raw vocals, I'll convert the files and compound it into what the mixer and mastering needs to make it sound like fully official, rich, beautiful sounding. And then after the mix and master finishes, he gives it back to me, and then I go and put it out into the world. So I love it. I love it. This is a documentary on how I do things. It's not a how-to documentary. It's just showing how I do it for me, and how my whole process gets into the world. So whoever likes me can watch it and listen to it. I'm so excited. Like I said, last week I was just thinking about it, and I was just like, oh my God, you need to put out an album. So that's what we're doing. It's a learning process. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Like, to be honest, I really don't. All I know is that I want to be in the music industry, and I want to show people what I can do. And more importantly, I just want to feel happy. I want to get up in the morning and be happy to do what I enjoy. Even though I am not making money at all, and I'm not known with anything that I've done as far as music, it makes me so happy. Like, that's how you know that something is a passion, because if you're not getting paid from it, if you're not getting that much attention from it, okay, it could be a little bit frustrating, but not to the point where you're furious and want to quit. I never want to quit what I'm doing right now. Like, it makes me so happy. I don't need to be a millionaire or anything like that. Like, I just want to be able to have a job that I love, have a job that I enjoy, have a job that doesn't feel like a job. That's where I'm at. But yes, this is the first scene from my documentary. Let me fix my bang. It's gonna be just all over the place, because I want to just make it lead up to when I actually put on my album. So yes, we are on our album journey. This is going to be my first album, and I got some songwriting to do. Also, leading up to this, I joined the gym again. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the whole background story on my song Always Fronted, which is my third single. I have 3 singles out, and like I said, I'm gonna put all of those 3 singles into my album. But my third single, called Always Fronted, is about this dude that I personally know. And in the song, I say, I hate that I still see you sometimes up in the gym, because more than once I gave you chances to be more than friends. So all I want to say is thank you guys for supporting me, and let's get into this documentary. For those who don't know, I'm a huge Prince fan. Prince is the main reason why I started doing music, like for real. I mean, of course, there have been people who I've seen in concert and people who I've listened to when I was younger, even now I still listen to, but I wasn't moved to actually pursue it for real until I was inspired by Prince. No, I didn't know Prince. I wish I did, because he is the ultimate musician in my world. Sometimes, like, I'll get emotional and I'll literally start to cry because since he's no longer here, I know that I can never tell him thank you. Today is the next day. I'm headed over to the gym. I'm starting my fitness journey because my photo shoot is at the end of next month, and I want to make sure that I'm camera ready. In the past, I did a photo shoot and I literally used only one picture from it because I just wasn't happy with where my body goals were. So this time around, we're gonna make sure that we do what we gotta do just so that I feel happy, I feel comfortable, and I'm pleased with how I look in the photos. I grew up a chubby kid and I got teased and bullied for it from about kindergarten to 4th grade. That's when my very first physical fitness journey started, because, you know, I didn't want to get teased anymore. I'm originally from New York, and I will always rep where I'm from because it's in the way that I talk sometimes, and it's also a mix of country and suburbs. You can literally get any accent from me at any time because it's just a mix of all 3, not done purposely. I have to stop and get a protein drink because I have no protein in the house and I'm not trying to pass out at the gym. We got to get it together because, you know, it's nothing wrong with a person being big or small, but for me, I like myself very, very small. And I got a lot of work to do. My photo shoot is next month. I actually have to pay for that deposit of the photo shoot, like, bro. Okay, so it is December. What? Okay, that's how you know I'm tired. Like I said, you know, independent artists, you know, we still go to work and stuff. So I'm tired. Girl, December is a few months away. Let me give y'all an update. I worked out this morning. I surprised myself. I literally got up at like 4:50, almost 5 o'clock, and did like a workout. So yeah, so I'm about to sing and just practice my vocals, because if you don't use your vocals, you will lose your vocals. It's just like anything else. Singing involves muscle memory. I ended up changing my album name. I was gonna call it something else, but now I'm calling it, what am I calling it? Good job. How do you not remember? Cue the Jeopardy jingle. What is it? Fairytale Levels. Okay, we're calling it Fairytale Levels, and the reason why, I don't know if I'm gonna tell you now or if I'm gonna tell you later, because I want you guys to watch till the end. And don't be fast forwarding my stuff, okay? Watch my whole thing. Yes, so I love the title. I'm such a girly girl. For people who don't know, I love things that are just cute and pink and iridescent and sparkly. My favorite color is pink, so you guys should already know that pink is going to be all up in the album promo, all up in the album cover. Another reason why I'm going so hard to work out is because I've gotten some of the stuff that I'm thinking of wearing, and guess what? I can't fit it. at all. Some of the stuff I can't even zip up yet. Okay, so I feel like all my songs are really cute. Like, my kind of style is like, I just like to write, I feel like girly girl music. I feel like, I don't know if that's even a genre. Like, I feel like I'm just giving myself up my own genre, which is like princess music. Pink princess music, or like girly, cute, I don't know, cute aesthetic music. I sing all types of songs. I sing all types of genres. I don't like to be put into a box because I feel like sometimes people will base your appearance, they'll base your one song on one sound, and they just think that you can do one sound. No, I sing everything, and I feel like if you really love music, you would like all genres of music. I'm not feeling well at all today. I am coming down with a cold out of nowhere. I can't sing tonight. So instead, I'm just gonna practice my ukulele. This is not the right time to be getting a cold, but I will say on the bright side, I don't plan on recording until October. Yo, y'all know I don't feel good. This is how you know you don't feel good. You in the house with a fan on, but you're hot, but then you cold at the same time, and then you put on a denim jacket. Like, what am I really doing right now? I'm still learning, guys. Calm down. How am I supposed to have all my fingers on one fret? Like, what the fuck? Alright, practice is over for today. Music and singing runs in my family. I have a lot of people who sing and play instruments, and I honestly, well, I know for a fact that this is why I'm doing it too. They would just always have like parties, and everybody would just like take turns singing songs. Like, we always were like big karaoke people. And when I was a baby, I used to love singing Whitney Houston. I was a big fan of The Bodyguard. It's so weird now because I don't remember that movie at all. To me, it's like it just was always within me. I didn't want to do it like professionally when I was little, but now I do. I feel like when you're meant to do something, it can come at you at any age. Like, I mean, I heard somebody say that whatever you're meant to do is kind of like you're born with it. And I feel like even though I didn't pursue music like when I was like a little kid, like in a serious manner, it still came back around. I feel so passionate about it, and it's just like it's always something I liked, but it's like now it's just like no, you need to really do this. You can have a dream and don't pursue it until you're a certain age. Everybody's different. Some people live out their dreams young and want to change their career by the time they're like 30. Or some people always wanted to do something, but then they wait to do it at 50. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, everybody's life is different. You don't always have to do stuff at like little, like when you first come out the womb or whatever. People always ask me like, oh, why now? Why are you doing this now? And I'm just like, well, looking back on years, like this was always something that I had an interest in, and I'm doing it now because something within me said like, you need to do it. It keeps coming back at you. Like, if it wasn't meant for you to try, you wouldn't keep thinking about it so hard. You wouldn't keep imagining it. You wouldn't keep daydreaming about it. And that's why I'm acting on it. I've had a cold for like the past week, and it really had me down bad, honestly. But now I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm gonna do rough drafts of my songs. So a rough draft of my song is not the song that I'm going to do in the closet. Think of like with an English assignment back in school when they taught you how to do rough drafts. A rough draft is just something that you're marking up, you're doing like a skeleton of before you pursue the actual final project. So this is something that I started doing for myself because when I first recorded Protected My Heart and when I also recorded New Girl, I didn't have like an outline of what I wanted to actually do in the recording session. For example, with Protected My Heart, I kind of just like, I practiced it, but then I wasn't big on the details of it. So with the song, a lot of times in songs, most songs have ad-libs, layered choruses. So you can have a chorus, and in the chorus, you may be singing the chorus in like a chest voice, which is, I'll give you an example. When I say, I always lose my worth and then I end up hurt. Like, but then you can have an additional line that you add on top and it's higher and you go, I always lose my worth and then I end up hurt. So you can put that on top of the chest voice, and then now you have like a stacked type of vocal thing going on. Or in a chorus, when I'm like, you never wanted me from the start, and then I can do an ad-lib on top of that and be like, you never wanted me from the start. You know what I mean? And that's an ad-lib, and you can add that into your track. So basically, when I first recorded my first song, I didn't have an idea of what ad-libs or what was going to go where. So it was kind of like, after I did the main parts of the song, I was kind of like stuck on, do I put an ad-lib here? Do I sing this over the main chorus? Do I do this? Do I do that? And I did it again in New Girl, to where it's kind of like, to me, I feel like I could have added a lot more ad-libs in New Girl, but it was like, I didn't plan it out. So now what I do before I actually sing the actual song and record it on recording day, maybe like a week before I actually record, I'll just sing the song how I want it, and then I'll listen to it over and over again for like the next week or so, whenever I'm going to record, and then get an idea and get a feel of, oh, I want to put an ad-lib here. Oh, I want to do this. I want to say this in this part. I don't need to put my recording instruments into the closet yet, because nobody's going to hear that. So I can record that right in my room without any soundproofing or anything like that, because it doesn't matter. When I did Always Fronted, I feel like that's kind of like my best song yet, because that was the first song where I planned it out like to the T on what ad-libs I wanted, what background sounds I wanted, what I wanted to say in between. And I'm looking forward to recording my 4 songs, because now, since I have that method, these songs are going to come out just as good as Always Fronted. I still love Protecting My Heart and New Girl, but I feel like with Always Fronted, I really mastered that ad-lib and stuff like that, because I planned it ahead of time. Whoa, new angle. I can't show you guys like up close of what I'm doing, because my room is a mess. So I'm just going to like put it to the wall, and then you guys can just hear what's happening. Intro, chest voice, intro, head voice, intro, head voice, 1 of 2 ad-lib, intro, head voice, 2 of 2 ad-lib, hook, chest voice, hook, head voice, hook, 1. All right, this is verse 1. Also, you guys, you won't be able to hear the track because I have on headphones. You smell so good, I'm gonna make you my schemes. I literally just like did the rough draft in like, I don't even know, not even 20 minutes. So I'm recording this really fast because I gotta work out for 2 hours, because I didn't eat how I was supposed to eat today, and I did really bad with my diet. So the album date has changed. My album was supposed to come out January 2nd, but it's coming out in December. I just posted an Instagram story and like told everybody like the reasoning behind it. I want to just get out there. Like, I'm tired of waiting. I was frustrated at work today. I was upset because I'm just like, oh my God, I want to do what I want to do every day. I want to become what I want to become. And I want to be able to just leave my job and never go back. So I was just really down, and I just got mad, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to wait until January to do my album. I don't want to wait. I want to do it like as soon as I can. So the soonest I can do it is December, because like for people who put out music, if you're putting out an album, you know that you got to do it like at least like a month ahead of time at most. I don't know, at most at least. I don't know. I can't think right now. So with everything I'm doing, the album will be out in the time frame that I want for December. I have 4 songs to record, and I'm going to be doing it in 5 hours. I don't know how that's going to work, because I don't think that that's enough time, but that's like the only time that I'm able to do it. And I just want to do it as soon as I can. And a big reason why I'm doing them all in one day is because I don't want to rearrange my closet 4 times, because that's going to be a lot for me, because this is just like a storage closet where I have like my sneakers, shoes, coats, all random stuff in there, and I'm not gonna keep moving that stuff back and forth. Don't get me wrong, like I'm only frustrated when I have to like just go up to a place that I don't want to be at, you know, like I want to do music and I want to live, breathe, and just be music all the time. So I hope I get signed next year, because as an independent artist, I appreciate where I am right now and I love it, but I know in the future I would want to get signed. I can't keep spending money out of pocket. I did bad today. I ate pizza. I ate a donut. I had a piece of cake. I had candy. I had like so much stuff I shouldn't have eaten today. So now I have to like punish myself and work out for 2 hours straight. Yeah, wish me luck, because my photo shoot is less than 20 days. And I'm just like, girl, if you don't stop eating what you're not supposed to eat, because I love food. Like I said, I grew up a chubby kid. But then, you know, eventually I lost weight because I didn't want people to tease me. But guess what? When I went to a new school after all of that, I thought like I was fine. Oh, nobody won't tease me. But then people started teasing me because of my skin color. I used to get bullied by girls of all skin colors. So some of the girls were my same color. Some of them were other skin colors. There were girls who were light skinned like me and was asking me if I was an albino. Like, ma'am, what? A girl literally was just like, are you an albino? I was like, no. And I know for an albino, they would be like, they probably have the same look like what? Because an albino is different from a person who's light skinned. But they would just pick on me and start trouble with me. They would call me names. Girls would always try to fight me. Girls would tell me I look weird. Girls would just start issues with me and just be like, oh, I heard you was talking about me and all this stuff. And it was never true because I was a new kid and I'm not that type of person just to like start beef, even when I was like mad young in elementary school. And they would just always come and be like, oh, I heard you was talking about me. Oh, keep my name out your mouth. Just random. Like girls would just be lying and saying like I was saying stuff and I didn't say nothing. And for me, I was just like, what is happening? Like, I just didn't get it. Like, it just didn't make no sense to me. And then it was like one time, like they like got me confused with some other girl who was like light skinned and stuff, and they were like teasing me for something that was about her versus me because they thought we looked alike and we looked nothing alike. It was just like insane, bro. Like my experience in elementary school at my new school up until junior high school was the weirdest experience with people. Like they were like mad, just like I don't know, bro. But when I got to high school, let me tell you, I've met some of the coolest people in high school because it was like I went to a junior high school, right? And then they had like multiple junior high schools. But then when we ended up going to high school, all the junior high schools would go to one high school. So I met so much cool people who didn't treat me like that, who was nice to me, who never questioned the fact that I'm a light-skinned woman. Like, they didn't question the fact that I'm light-skinned because light-skinned people do exist and they exist just like any other color. Like, they really treated me with love. They was really nice to me. And it was like so cool at the fact that all of those people from the schools who treated me funny, when I got to high school, it was like I didn't have like no classes with them, nothing. Like I never like really saw them again. Like it was awesome. So like if anybody remembers me from high school and we were cool and you were a cool person, like I hope you're doing well. And listen to my album. I had the best piece of cake ever before this workout. Recently, it was like a relative's birthday and like there was some leftover birthday cake. And it's like when I came in the house, I just ran for it. And I binged and like, yo, the cake was caking. I literally saw the cake through the foil because it was a little bit of icing showing, and like I just got like a little fork and I just scooped a little piece, and bro, it was the best piece of cake that I had in a while. I haven't had cake in so long, and you know what, I don't regret it. Like I literally forgot about all of my dreams, all of my aspirations because the cake was so good. I literally love sweets. Like, you know how some people are like, oh, I don't love sweets. Like, who are you people? Like, what? Like, what? Like, I can't live without it. Are we on? My hair looking crazy, but I just got my lashes done or whatever. It's the next day. I'm going to clean out my closet tonight in order to get it all set up for recordings. I'm gonna eat this food because it's so good. And it's a lot of veggies and stuff. I'm going to get this closet together so that we could just knock it out. Boom, easy. Look at this mess in here, you guys. Look at all of this that I gotta take out. Look. I'm not in the best mood today because life be lifing, and it's just things in my life right now that are just getting on my nerves. It has nothing to do with my music. It never does. Funny part is I can have the worst day ever, but when I'm doing music or anything, as far as my dream, which is all of this, I'm good. So it's just things that don't matter that are making me mad right now. They don't matter now, they won't matter in the long run, but it's just like getting to me today. I'm going through my 4 songs, listening to the rough drafts that I did of it. I'm just so ready to record, and I'm ready to just like start giving my songs to my mixer and masterer. I'm stressed, but this is a good stress. Now, anything that doesn't have to do with my music is a bad stress. Where is the... Oh. So this is the closet. I'll start from here. So this is the door where I have the first towel at, and I am just going to obviously close the door when I'm ready to record. Walking in, ignore my shoes up there. I don't need to take out my shoes. Obviously, they won't move around while I'm in there. This is my microphone. This microphone stand actually has padding around it as well, which is extra good because it'll just make it sound better when I record. I typically close these just to make it a little bit more confined in addition to the towels. All right, walking in, I'll start from the right. I have masking tape that is on the walls. And then I have my hair clips for this part of my closet because it's the rack part and I can't put tape up there. So I got creative in the past and I was like, oh, hair clips work. So those are the hair clips. Now, these are my headphones. We'll get to that in a second. This is just like a little storage bins of my things. This is where my laptop typically goes. However, my laptop is charging because I want it to be at max capacity, because in the past I didn't charge it and it's a whole thing. It's mad annoying to keep switching out. This is just a front view of my microphone and my pop filter, and that's that. Then we come over here. This is my lantern because obviously you need to see in here. I don't have any like lights and put it in my closet, so I have a rechargeable lantern so that is nice and bright in here. Then I have my mini fuse right there. That's how I get my monitoring for hearing and for actually recording and everything. And then I have the towel that is right here. So we had the first towel there. We have the second towel here. Then we have the third towel that is for the rack part. And then now we have the fourth towel right here. That's for that part. So yeah, they're pretty thick towels. I don't recommend thin ones. And like I said, I use masking tape to keep them all up. And yeah, this is my closet. It is very small. It gets very, very hot in here, and I can't put a fan in here because that will distort the sound. So whenever I'm singing and it starts to get too hot, I have to step out real quick and just get myself together, and then I'm good. And also, let me show you how it is when the whole closet is closed. This is it when it's closed. As you can see, the towels are around the door frame. And that is going to be as good as it gets with when I start recording. So I can already obviously tell that everything is good and secure because it's very muffled, it's very confined, and that's how you want it to be. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing appealing. It's just, this is how it works for me. And this is how I will always create my songs, to save money, to have my own privacy while I'm recording. But yeah, everybody, this is the infamous closet. I'll show you guys one more time, pulling back so that you can see right here. I've been wanting to show you guys a long time, and yeah. That's that. So it's about to be 9:30. I have 5 hours to record, and I'm just gonna like get right into it because I have so much more to do after this. This is just like another step closer to putting out my album that's coming out. I'm just ready to go. Fairytale Levels coming to a platform near you. So I just finished my first song and I was listening back to it and I started getting emotional, and I think it's just because I just really love music. And I want to do music so bad. But it's like, you see how hot it is in there? Look how my hair is like getting all frizzy. But this is like a real moment. Like, I don't know. I'm just so emotional. I just really want to do music professionally so bad. And I'm just so proud of myself. This is so embarrassing, but I wanted to leave it in there because like, it's just crazy. I finished my first song. I have 3 more to do, but I gotta get together because I'm like, I can't be sniffing and wiping tears. I've recorded songs before and never cried. So it's just like, it's crazy to me. I'm all sweating. Look how hot it is in there. That's how much I'm sweating. Like, I think it's hitting me that it's like, you're really serious about it. You've been serious, but you're more serious than ever. Look at my little curl. It's all messed up now. Oh my God, I gotta go. It's embarrassing. I named the album Fairytale Levels because I, first of all, look at myself as a princess. I'd rather be a princess than a queen because princesses are younger. So I just feel like with the few relationships and the few situationships that I've had in the past, that this is how the album came about. I have songs on there where it has to do with like just being in love totally. I have some songs that are like about getting over hurt, of realizing that I should have been more cautious. I have a song on there that has to do with somebody moving on to the next, and I'm basically telling them, go ahead and kick me while I'm down because one day I'm going to be good again. I also have songs on there that have to do with being a girl trying to persuade the guy to be with me because the girl that he's with is not good. It's all different situations that I consider fairy tales, whether it's good or bad, because fairy tales can be ups and downs, highs and lows, depending on what you consider is a high or a low for you. But for me, I call it Fairytale Levels because at the end of the day, I'm always going to be a princess. And I don't mean that in like a conceited way. Like, I mean that I'm always going to be a princess to where I'm never going to let my crown drop for that long. I may be down, my crown may fall on the floor, my crown may tilt, my crown may almost fall, my crown may break. But regardless, within time, I'm going to get my crown back up and put it on my head. You know, it's not going to stay down. It's all about self-love, healing, falling in love, and it's about being cautious and being more aware the next time around if you're in a situation where somebody did you wrong. That's what happens when you're a princess. It's not going to be perfect all the time. You are going to have moments where things are not going to go right. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you to get yourself back together. I've gone through things where I was hurt really, really bad. I was hurt to the point where I would not go into work. I would stay in bed all day. I would be crying all the time. And I look back at it and I'm just like, you know what? In a way, I'm still not happy that I've gone through it, but I'm happy that I've gone through it, especially the always fronted guy. I hesitated on if I should give more insight to what happened, but I'm going to do it really, really quick right now. This all started several years back. If you go back to my Always Fronted single release on any musical platform, you'll see that the single artwork was a jersey that has the number 3 and it says Always Fronted. Now, number 3 is the jersey that this guy would wear in junior high school and high school when he was on the basketball team. Let me take you guys back for a second. Now, when I went to school with this guy, I realized that he was there, but I don't remember interacting with him at all. I don't remember just having any type of conversation with him at all for my junior high school experience as well as my high school experience. Now, fast forward many years later, me and this guy end up working together. You know, when you go to high school or you go to a school or whatever, and you know of a person and they know of you only because that they see you in passing, that's what it was. I've never been friends with this guy ever. But however, I was looking on the roster and I saw that we had some new hires. And I was like, oh, he went to my school. So if I ever see him, let me just make sure to say hello because he probably would potentially know me just in passing. Okay. In high school, I was a very popular kid. Even though I got bullied and picked on in elementary and junior high school at my new schools, when I got to high school, I was very popular because, like I said, the kids were like mad cool. The kids were just like a better vibe in high school. So yeah, so I said, let me just make sure to say hi to him because he probably knows of me, whatever. And I don't want to just like walk past him and he's probably like, isn't that the girl I went to school with? Because then it would be awkward. And when I saw him one day, I was like either coming or going out of the caf. I happened to see him and I just said, oh, hi. And he's like, oh, is that who I think it is? And then from that, I was just like, yeah, because like I just told you guys, like if you have gone to school with somebody and you happen to see them somewhere outside of school, years later, you're going to be like, oh, what's up or whatever, even if you didn't talk or know each other personally. As time went on, we just started just like conversing and seeing each other, whatever, in the hallways, in the parking lot, whatever. One day, randomly, this woman comes to me and she said, oh my God, oh, like he told me that he had the biggest crush on you in school. And I said, really? I never knew. Okay, from that point on, I would like talk to him and didn't bring it up or nothing, just left it alone. I'm like, but then after a while, I was like, he's kind of good looking. I was like, maybe he'll still like me or something like that. Let's just see if I can try to get to know him. I'll give him my number and then maybe who knows what's going to happen. Because I was just like, wow, I said he liked me in high school. I never knew because like I said, we never interacted from what I can remember. And I used to be friends with everybody. And I am like so 100% sure that me and him did not talk. Like as friends, like so. But anyways, we'll get to that. One day I randomly give him a note. It has my phone number and I'm just like, oh, hey, I don't know if you have a girlfriend, but if you don't, like, we can just talk outside of work and whatever, just like get to know each other, platonic. So that night he texted me around like 9 o'clock or whatever like that. He was just like, oh, hey, what's up? And I was like, oh, nothing, just here, just chilling. He's talking to me as if like, we're just getting to know each other and stuff like that. We was talking about tons of different fun, like cool things. And then to make things awkward, he's like, oh, before things get any deeper, I have a girlfriend. And in my head, I'm like, get any deeper. We're just talking about just platonic things anyway. And he throws that at me. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, why wouldn't you just say that from the beginning? But I didn't even get into that. I was just like, oh, okay, left it alone. Weeks go by. I ended up being on vacation. He ended up hitting me up and was like, oh, where are you? Whatever like that. And then, oh, just wanted to let you know me and my girlfriend broke up. And for me, I wasn't thinking like that in a happy way. I was just like, oh, wow, that really sucks. So then it's like he goes through this whole breakup situation. He's down bad. He's sad. He's like relying on me to just give him motivation and everything was fine. Like I said, I was not trying to approach this dude, especially now since he was in a breakup, because you know how that is. People go back to who they were with. So I was just like, cool, whatever. I'll let you lean on me for support. So that's what happened for like the next few weeks. Fast forward, right? Let me mention this too, because we have a lot of history in the gym. It's weird that we never ended up seeing each other in the gym until we started working together and until we started actually just being like social with each other. So like I've seen him in the gym a few times, like after like we had that first encounter at work, and it would just be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, what you doing for workouts and blah, blah, blah. Simple stuff. Now, fast forward to after he relies on me for like emotional support for his girlfriend, right? So I'm like, oh, we cool, whatever. We say hi work. I go to the gym. I walk inside, I scan in, and I'm just like, oh, I said, oh, he's here today. All right, let me just say hi. I go up to him. First of all, I see him talking, interacting with everybody. This is how he is. Ha! Oh, what? Oh, ha! I go up to him, right? And I'm just like, oh, hey, what's up? And he goes, hi. I see all freaking rage, okay? Because I'm like, skirt? Excuse me. All that emotional support and then you act like you don't even know me when you see me in the gym. Are you crazy? So I went and I just was like, I was mad inside. And then I started working out on one of the machines. And then I just started getting more mad and mad. And I was like, I can't believe that he's acting mad funny right now after he be like, telling me how he was listening to Neo and crying his little eyes out. Like, and I'm on the machine, right? I'm working out mad. And then I see him walking towards me. So I said, let me try this again. Because I said, maybe I'm just a little delulu right now. Maybe he really wasn't acting like how he was acting. Okay. So then I walk down from the machine. I see him. We literally pass each other like this. Doesn't look at me. Don't say nothing. So I said, oh, no, honey. And I'm telling this in a funny manner because now I'm over it. But trust and believe, in that moment, I was enraged. So I go to him and I say, yo, did I do something to you? Because you acting funny. And he's like, caught off guard, like, what? I'm like, you acting funny. And I said that to him in front of like people he was talking to, because I'm just like, if I'm treating you nicely, do not act like that towards me, because I'm going to get mad. I'm a very caring person, but I'm telling you, if somebody like act like that to me, oh, it's the other side you're going to see, because I'm a Gemini. And I'm trying not to believe so much in signs anymore because like I'm getting like, closer to God, but I am that Gemini to a T. People get Geminis confused. Like they think just because we're twins that we're fake. No, for me as a Gemini, that means that I love hard and then I fight hard. I'm not gonna like allow somebody to treat me bad and not stand up for myself, or I get mad at the drop of a hat. But yeah, so I got mad. He's like, oh, then he goes, I'll text you. And in my head, I'm just like, so then I couldn't even work out, you guys. I went all the way home. I was mad. Then he gonna text me like, oh, how you acted, like, oh, I don't know if we could be friends. I saw a side of you that I never seen. And I'm just like, well, you shouldn't have did what you did. After that, like, it was awkward at work. One day we just like went at it, like in texting, because I was like, yo, I'm mad that like you relied on me for helping and you gonna act funny when you see me in the gym. Like, all I ever did was try to help you. He's like trying to clown me and be mean to me. So the way that I just ended it, I was just like, at least I didn't get played like a video game. And then he got all in his feelings and was like, oh, I violated and whatever. And I was happy because to say that to him, it was just so great. So yeah, we stopped being cool or whatever, and then I ended up leaving the job and going somewhere else. And it's like, y'all, I was honestly mad stupid for leaving a job because like I didn't want to be bothered. But at the same time, I didn't like that job anyway. But it just made it worse. So I just ended up leaving, and I'm just like, bro, why you do that? But so yeah, so fast forward, COVID happens, right? So then out of nowhere, he hits me up talking about, oh, you know, I just hope that you're good, and I'm sorry for everything that like happened and whatever, I was wrong, blah blah blah. And then I was like, oh, I hope you're doing well, whatever. We try again to be friends. Long story short, it don't go right because this dude, like I said, he'll freaking flirt with me and he'll be trying to like lead me on. Then he'd be like, you reading too much into it, I didn't mean it like that. I went over to his house before, just as friends. We watched a movie, nothing happened. Then he's talking about, oh, he's gonna come to my place and he'll like bring wine or whatever, just like his friends, and we'll chill, hang out. Never happened, because to me, I'm like, all right, come on, let's hang out, whatever. Like, I'm trying to like be friends with you. I'm trying to get cool with you. No, it's like every time, whenever I would try to make a move to be like, come on, like he would just back up. So I'm like, how are you my friend if you're not trying to make the effort to come to my house or try to do things so that we can get to make our friendship stronger? But then you want to hit me up when we not talking and try to like hit me up and say you sorry. But then when you're wrong in that moment, you don't admit that you're wrong. You guys, I have dealt with this for like about maybe 4 or 5 times before like it totally was done. So after that, we had a fallout again. Then it's like he tried to make it seem like, oh, like he all be flirting all with me. And then it's like he always ends up having a girlfriend or something. But then it's like, then he want to be like, oh, you hit me up too much. Oh, but let me tell you guys. So now in the future, fast forward to whenever I was in the gym, I would realize that every time when I was at the gym, he was in the gym. Or every time I was in a certain area of the gym, he was in the gym. In my head, I started getting anxiety because I was like, oh my God, why is he always around me? Like, I used to get frustrated. Like, I'm like, every time I'm at the gym, he's at the gym. That happened for a good while. Thanksgiving comes up. And in the past, it was weird. Every time we were on bad terms, we always ended up being at the gym on Thanksgiving together, but we weren't cool at the time. We never were cool around the holidays. Oh my God, it's such a long story. Let me tell you about another time. One time I saw him post a story on his page and he was like all drunk and stuff like that. Then I got a text from him, like literally that same, like within that 24 hours, talking about, oh, hey, let's talk. I hit him up and I was like, all right, let's talk or whatever. Didn't get no response. Then I had to hit him up and be like, yo, like you texted me. Literally told me, no, I didn't text you. That text was from 2 months ago when I blocked you. I'm like, so you mean to tell me that you sent me a text 2 months ago, you blocked me, and now that the number is unblocked, it came through now? Lies. Let me fast forward, because I said it's been like that for like years. Now I learned my lesson though. Now let me fast forward to Thanksgiving. I won't tell you exactly what year it was, but it was pretty recent. I'm in the gym, working out as normal. I literally come out of the bathroom. I see this dude getting a paper towel and the spray. Literally look at him in his eyes and walk past him, because I said, you know what? I'm tired of coming in this gym and every time, no matter what year it is, I'm always seeing this dude. So I'm going to just look at him and keep it moving. I look right at him and I kept moving, right? When I'm on the machine at the back of the gym, he comes up to me. And instead of saying anything to me, he puts a note on the side of the machine while I'm working out. And I'm like, oh, here he go. He trying to say he's sorry again. After every time when I used to tell him you need to just say that you wrong, he could never do it. I was just not in that anger mood because it was Thanksgiving. So I was just like, oh, come here. How you doing? Whatever. He's like, oh, I'm good. Whatever. Happy Thanksgiving, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, first of all, I should have took that as a red flag, because I said, if you can't be a man to pull me aside and literally just say it out your mouth, you got to write me a note. Gave me his new number, because let me tell you, from all the interactions we had, I'm going to admit it. I would text this dude over and over and over again. I would make different numbers over and over again because I was like, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. And he would have to block me. So, you know, you my people. Y'all gonna know what I did. I ain't gonna be one of these people who be like, oh no, I never did that. Like, no. We did it, and that's why I said, I'm so mature now, I would never give no dude no time like that. Y'all ain't getting no extra numbers from me. We don't make those numbers no more. Basically, he said again, he was wrong again, gave me his new phone number, right? I took mad long to text him. I took about like a month after that to text him. And then I texted him and I was like, I hope you have a good new year, whatever. Me, dumb again, giving this dude another chance, even though he always played me. Never tried to kiss me, never tried to have a date with me. It was just always this immature back and forth. Let me flirt with her and then let me not get with her. I'm like, what? We get cool again. We go out to eat. He pays for it the first time. Then we go out to eat again and then I pay for it. It's only fair. We're friends. Some time goes on and he's just like talking randomly and it's like, oh, you know, like right now I'm being a player or whatever, but you know, I could totally see us together in the future dating. And in my head, I'm like, okay, good. You finally said what I've expected you to say for all these years. Then after that, it's like we don't talk for like, I don't know, a month or so. I hit him up and it's like, oh, hey, you know, my birthday's coming up. You know, I would like to like hang out. Maybe we could go out to eat or whatever. He's like, oh, that's fine. That's cool. Then I'm like texting him like normal because let me tell you, after I texted him, when he gave me his new number, he was hitting me up like crazy, hitting me up, sending me all these emojis. Oh, how are you doing today? I hope you have a good night. Mad thirsty, right? Even though he would try to make it seem like I was thirsty with the previous times. Like he really played me hard. But this time, hitting me up like to the point where I'm like, bro, we're just friends. Like I wasn't even thinking nothing like that this time because I said, you did me dirty so many times. I'm just looking at you as a friend for sure. But he was acting like he was wanting more than that this time. So then, like I said, I thought we was going to hang out for my birthday and stuff like that. So I'm hitting him up like how he was hitting me up, right? And after a while, I was like, I feel like it's hot and cold with you. You always act like you want to talk to me when you want to, but then when I want to hit you up and be friends, you act like you ain't never there. And then he gonna say, oh, every time you text me, like it be mad annoying. Oh, like you know, you mad annoying. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? You the one who gave me your new number. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have talked to you in the gym. I wouldn't have called you. I would have just left you in the past. But no, here you come again for the like fourth or fifth time coming back into my life. It's always him wanting to come back into my life because he know he's wrong from the start and he can't ever admit it. Long story short, he's like, oh, I have a girlfriend. I'm like, oh, really? After you told me that you was going to date me? So after that, what did I do again? Over time, I hit him up over and over, cursed him out or whatever because I'm like, you're a jerk. You keep doing this over and over every year. What is this, like a tradition for you? When we worked together, the only reason why I know that his number was number 3 was because he told me in that moment. Now, back in high school, I didn't know what number he had, but he swears up and down that when I would see him in junior high and high school, I would say, oh, hey, number 3. He would say, I would go, oh, hey, number 3. And I'm like, I don't remember that. And I remember a lot of things from high school and junior high school. He remembered that in school, I won best dressed before. He remembered that I was like on school clubs. Like he remembered everything. And in my head, I'm like, how do you know all of this? He would just like casually be like, oh yeah, you was doing this in school. But I'm just like, he never said even at that time that he liked me. Like it took mad long for him to say that. And even when I brought it up like down the line that this lady told me that you was into me, he still was acting like he didn't understand. Number 3 is always printed on my album. At the end of the song, I say 3 because, like I said, it's all symbolizing this person. I've talked to people about how he said I would call him out in school, and people said that maybe he was just thinking that you did or imagining that. Because I said, I don't remember that. And I was friends with mad people in high school, so it's just kind of weird. I'm like, I used to talk to you? Like, really? That's what he says, but I really don't believe it because it's like I have no recollection of saying anything to him. I just feel like he did me mad dirty, and I feel like it's a different kind of dirty versus like the people who I was actually in real relationships or situationships where it happened with intimacy as well. It was just nothing. This was a platonic relationship that I would always look at him like, all right, when are you gonna like be a man? And he never did. So that's where Always Friend It comes from, you guys. That's the story time that I've been holding in for years and years. Like even before I did music, I've been wanting to tell this story, but it's just, it works out so perfectly now with the song. And I just really hope that he listens to it. The very last 2 encounters I've had with this guy was when I saw him way after I cursed him out and all of that. I saw him in the gym again. and I was actually working out on a machine and he didn't see me. So I purposely got off the machine and went into the room where he was to get paper towel and spray. I was acting like I was like getting it to wipe down my machine, and I purposely like just was there, and I was looking at him like I gave him the nastiest look I ever could come up with. And he looked at me like he kind of saw a ghost. And then I said, boop, that's all I needed. So then I went walking back to my machine, and that was it. And then not too long after, I saw him walking past the machine, and he was like on his phone or acting like he was on his phone. And then I don't know, I guess he left. I don't know what he did. That was that. And then one final last time I saw him after that, I must have went to the gym maybe a week later or so. And I was on my machine, and then I noticed that he was like standing in the corner, like literally diagonal from where I was working out. And with the history that we've had, one thing for sure is that he would say when we were cool again that he would purposely try to get me to see him in the gym. So I felt like this time around too, that even though everything was totally done with me and him, that he was doing it again. Like he has this like thing that he does. He just will say that he's done with me, block me, tell me don't ever talk to me again. And then when he sees me in the gym, he tries his best to be seen by me. I don't understand because, first of all, he's told me in the past, oh, you're crazy. But if somebody was really crazy, you guys, would you really be hitting them up, giving them your new number and saying that you were wrong and that you want to be cool with them again? I don't think so. Because if there was somebody who I thought was crazy, I would not be trying to talk to them and make amends with them. So who's wrong here? Exactly him. So I saw him just standing in the corner. I thought he was waiting for somebody, and he wasn't. He was just standing there lollygagging, and he was literally where I could see him, like literally like diagonal from where I was, right down there. And I could literally see him as clear as day. So I'm pretty sure that he did that on purpose because, as I've stated, he's done that in the past when I wasn't even aware that he was purposely trying to be seen by me. But my point is that this is done. It's a wrap. It's over. I don't know if he'll ever see this video, but it's over. Like, you cannot keep doing that to me. What kind of person do you think I am to keep accepting somebody who treats me like that? Like, no. I honestly thought he was a nice guy and stuff, but I was totally wrong. That is my story. I'm happy I got it out. I really feel like it's a weight off my shoulders because I've been holding that in for so long. If you stayed this long, I greatly appreciate it. I thank you so much. You don't know how much I am just ready to get this album out into the world. So get your ears ready. Let's just like give it up for the new artist that's like coming out. Yeah, me. But yeah, seriously, the album comes out December 5th. Everything will be in the description box below. Go to my platforms, follow me, get ready for December 5th because it is going to be the day of Cydlaila.
Love you for real time. Love you forever. Love you forever. Love you.